Note to self, don't step on any brown, mushy rocks.
Good advice, Gex. Welcome back to Gex Enter the Gecko. This is part... God, I keep forgetting. This is part 6, I think. And I had my hands on WAC, despite this being a platformer, which you don't play with those controls. Anyway, what are we doing now? We're going into this door. This door says ha 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 on it. Why does it say that? Because you turn into a fucking duck. I love how there's just no transition, no loading or anything. It's just instant. Awesome. Well, we're still trying to complete one of the missions in the fine-tuning chapter. This is basically, it's the second cartoon theme level. Though actually, you know, I think some people took issue with the fact that the game reuses themes this way, but this is a very different level. Like, it's so different in terms of level design compared to the first one that it might as well not even be, like, in any way related other than the theme. So I don't mind that at all. Not to mention that, you know, this kind of gives me... what do you call it? Tiny huge island vibes. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but I feel like this... I think it's just the blocky level design. Well, not blocky, but the very... Yeah, I guess, yeah, geometrical level design, the way it's kind of shaped, the way it works. The fact that this mission... Now, this mission is actually quite straightforward. It's called Climb the Tree, as you can see. And it's quite simple, actually. I just have to go into here, and I did a little bit of... Why the fuck am I... Oh, because, of course, those are the buttons that control the camera. So I keep hitting A and D, thinking that because I've already configured that to L and R, even though... Yes, of course, those are, in fact, the buttons that... Shut the fuck up, Gex. I'm not listening to you at all. Also, I loaded the state for no reason. I really don't get why games will insist on having camera control when most of the time they don't let you control the camera. So what's the point of even having camera control? Just fucking have the... To be fair, I guess, yeah, doing platforming with this kind of camera angle isn't exactly conducive to good design. So, tail time, yeah, we're not collecting all of those. Oh, spinach. I wonder what that's a reference to. You know, it's funny because, oh, there it is. Yes. It's weird because I never really watched too many. I did watch some cartoons as a kid, but Popeye's like the one that really stuck out in my head. Now let's just go ahead and complete that second mission because I just want to be done with this section of the game. And then we can move on to something that's a little bit more, you know, I don't know, new, because there is a little bit new in this chapter. In fact, if you turn around, in fact, no, both areas here in this part of the game, not chapter, but like section of the map, are brand new, but this one's a little bit not so much. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let's go storm the castle. I'm going to show you why I really do not agree with the design choices made during this mission. So it points towards it, but you don't really get a point of reference. This is not very helpful, in my opinion.
This is like a luau at Mel Blanc's house.
I was waiting for him to say that one. I don't know who that is, but I'm guessing it's like a luau at his house. I don't know what a luau is, but I don't know. You know, you'd be surprised how many things I don't know. And I think that's fine for the most part. I'm not sure. It depends. I'm a very utilitarian person. As long as I know the things I have to know for the things that I have to do, I'm okay with it. So I'm okay with not knowing the difference between East and West in the real world. I get a lot of shit from that for that sometimes. But what I wouldn't be okay with is not knowing how to edit this video, for example. Not like these kind of videos take a lot of editing per se. It's mostly just putting the track in, mixing my audio, and automating the volume, because, you know, this game has a lot of bits where I gotta have the audio become a little louder so you know what the hell's happening, because there's a lot of voice lines from this character here, because the game is on a disc, and don't you know, when a game is on a disc, we gotta cram in as much shit as possible. I'm so glad we're past that point now where it's like, okay, we don't have to have the character speak every 2 seconds to justify the fact that it's on compact disc, even though disc is cheaper. I'm pretty sure even if it weren't for the size benefits of CDs, these still would have caught on at that time period because of how much cheaper they were compared to cartridges, to be fair. Although maybe, what if we had like a floppy disk based game system? That probably exists. What about the... Wait, hold on, was the Famicom? No, it wasn't floppy disk based, was it? It was disc based in some way, you know, because that's why they call it the Famicom disk system. But I don't think it was floppy disk based. It's not like the kind of floppies you stick into a fucking 486 or something, right? Or into an MS-DOS machine. Let's just jump over here. I guess activating all of these makes them move around. It's like a puzzle, kind of, except not really, because you just hit them all and they'll line up perfectly. Problem is, I don't really know where I'm going. I'm very disoriented. I'm very confused because the level looks like salad. I don't know. I can't tell where I'm going most of the time. It's because there's no clear sense of direction when it comes to the texture work. It's just kind of the same texture everywhere. It's not really. I recognize this part of the level, so I know that I'm going the right way based on the fact that I've done it before. Yes, it's a slip of the tongue. And there's a checkpoint right here, which lets me know that I've made some kind of progress, at least conventionally. Although, this section, I believe... Oh, somehow I didn't get killed by that. I thought I would. I think I have to hit that... I don't know what this is. You see these in, like, American depictions of carnival games and shit. Like this stuff. I don't know what you... Fucker! What am I supposed to do there? Okay, screw it. I guess I'm gonna platform somewhere else. I know we have to go down one of those holes. In fact, I think it's right over there. It's not over here. And then we have to get on a boat. I'm not even kidding. You see that boat right there? This is like a luau at Mel Blanc's house. Thank you, Gex. Very impressive, very important input. Let's see if we can get past this section without getting boned by that bee. Hit that, and then there you go. Now, at this point, it's actually really... we've already done this platforming section before. Just come on, wait a little bit and wait for it to spawn. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Hey, ever heard of the butt rock band Crossfade? I figured out why their second album bombed, because it's inconsistent stylistically. So you can't have, like, this new super great sound, honestly. Very, emotionally driven, as most music should be. But what I mean is that their sound kind of changed to... it was slightly cleaner, still kind of heavy, a little bit progressive as well. And then out of nowhere, they throw in this re-recorded fucking demo from their Sugar Daddy Superstar era. I'm not even kidding. In the late 90s, it used to be called that. And they re-recorded it, they changed the name and removed just one little part of it, but for the most part, it's the song that is completely different stylistically. You know, it has this insane sort of acoustic guitar bit with like this really heavy riff, and it's a really cool song. They called it Anchor. Originally, it was called Drunk. And it's really sick, but it's like, it doesn't fit whatsoever aesthetically with the rest of the album. So I think maybe that's what turned people off. The fact that just, you got these really great singles, and the rest of the songs are really good too. They have this... I almost want to describe it as a post-hardcore sound because of those, you know, weird chords that they use, but that's not quite accurate. It doesn't sound like Under Oath or whatever, or from first to last. Early from first to last, right? But still, it's just, it was a different sound, and then they went ahead and just put that on there. It's like oh man, it's kind of, it's kind of like when let's say
note to self: don't drink tap water at Jerry Garcia's.
It's kind of like when, let's say, a PS4 game reuses assets from a PS3 game, and it's like super obviously lower quality than everything else, or just super obviously stylistically different from everything else. You get what I mean? Like when you have a trilogy of games released at a budget price or something, like you have like a collection of games, and there's two of them fit really well within their own little style meta, and then you have like the one that's just completely different from everything else. You get what I mean? What the fuck am I supposed to do with the dominoes? I know I'm supposed to be here. How do I know that? Because I looked it up. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do now that I'm here. I think wait a second. Did I just backtrack all the way back to the start of the level? I really hope that's not the case, because I've saved right here. Oh my god. Okay, no, that's not the case. That's not what's just happened. At least I hope it's not. It's weird how you never really get that much height out of this jump either. Get back on the fucking boat. Can you ride it more than once? Camera. No, you... Well, I rode it once. And, okay, we can get back on here. So I think what I have to do is just kind of make my way through these dominoes, right? They look like they're impossible to get through. They're not at all impossible to get through. Why am I dead? This game shouldn't have a health system. It's a platformer. It's not about combat. It's about whatever. I don't understand the concept of health in video games anyway. Storm the castle. That's what they want me to do. Oh. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know what? I will come back knowing what to do. And using the spazzing camera as a transition, I now know what to do. I actually have to go the other way. And I'm supposed to jump on the boat. Okay, that one's on me. Actually, most of these have been on me because I'm just so incredibly awful at figuring out how to do things in games. And why is that? Because I always try and solve things on my own, I only resort to guides when I have no idea what to do at all. And it's like, I feel like maybe that's not enough. I don't know. Oh, we can... I know we have to set this thing off, right? Come on. That's what I have to do, right? Oh, yes, look. Now I have to get on this thing. And it... I wonder what happens if you don't get on it, though. Does the game... Wow, render distance. Holy shit. And finally...
I know what you're thinking. It's tail time.
We've made it to the end of the level. Yes. Finally, I get to breathe. Breathe a new air. I don't fucking know what I'm doing anymore. It still bothers me that texture before you go into the level is like so much crisper. What, couldn't they have used the same... maybe because there's less stuff loaded in at once, so they have more VRAM to work with? I don't know. I don't know how the PS1 works, man. Rocket Channel. I'm guessing this is a reference to Space Channel 5? I don't know. Ride the rocket, enter the battle dome. Well, let's do the first one because it's the first. Now, let's pay attention, okay? Go into full focus mode. Platforms, platforms, platforms. Conveyor belt looking thing. Ship. Whoa.
Captain, they are a bizarre alien race that find Adam Sandler funny.
Ha! I know who Adam Sandler is. I don't know anything he's done. I think he's done some movies that are apparently not funny according to this game. I guess that's the popular culture. I don't know. I guess he's not funny. What is this? Oh! Oh no! Air bubbles. Shit, it's like Sonic. It's like you gotta make sure you don't run out of air. Can I... Why do I feel like you can actually get over there? I knew it. You can step on the shit. Oh, that's actually clever.
You know, chop, baby, yeah!
So I have to collect air because I'm in... Well, obviously I'm in space. This is a really cool level aesthetically, though. I like the way it looks, and the music's great. Let's listen to that for a second. Strange, but it makes a lot of sense actually. You can hear him breathing more heavily. Whoa, spooky. Let's not waste any time going there. Oh, it's like a save point from Metroid. Oh no, it's just it's an AirPod. Okay. No, I didn't mean like, you know what I mean? It's a station where I can get air. It's an air station, whatever you want to call it. I've always been a fan of these kind of like cylindrical designs for everything, because that's how you know it's the future. What if I break this? Can I break it? Ow, no, it can break me though, so that's fun. Let's just keep moving through this way. I'm guessing, yeah, it showed this in the... Did it show it in the preview? I think it did, so that means this is where I have to go. Now let's actually try and perform the platforming correctly. Alright. My nose is very, very itchy, but that's okay. That's not going to stop me from doing some real good platforming right now. Look at this shit. But yeah, this is a very fun platformer game. It's a little bit frustrating to figure out where to go, I must admit, but again, most of that is just me just being terrible at navigation, apparently. I don't know why I'm so bad at it. I just am really bad at it. I should really take advantage of the fact that I can look in first person. Like, again, look, right now, for example, I don't know what to do. Do I step on this? Does it take me somewhere? I'm dying. I can tell I'm dying, so let's go ahead and not die. But now, where do I go? Right? Because it's like, if I go into first person, I can look over there, I can look over here, I can look over where, I can look everywhere, and not know what to do about that.
Tell me again the difference between the future and Las Vegas.
Ha! That's funny. What if I actually go down? What if that's a trick? What if they want me down here, actually? And in reality, that's where I have to be? No. Oh, wait a second. Look at this. No. That doesn't work. There's no way I'd be able to go there. I don't understand this level design. Again, I don't get what I'm supposed to do here. So I'm here. I made it. Great. What was the point of coming here? There's clearly no way for me to progress. This is just a bottomless pit. Over here is just a bottomless pit. It's all bottomless pits. I don't see any of those patterns which indicate the fact that there is something for me to walk across. Really. So, what is it then? I mean, I'm gonna try something else. Probably. Let's see. Let's try moving back to where we were, because somehow that will benefit me in some way. I don't know.
This means I won't have children.
Oh, I don't want to think about how Gex would... To be fair, though, it would probably just be eggs, right? And I don't want to think about what that implies for the second game. Let's just fucking die, okay? Let's just reset the whole stage and figure out what to... Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot. This isn't Mario 64. It doesn't kick me out of the level. It just lets me continue. Okay, what if I go here, out, no. Go here, jump, slide. Still not really, not sure if I'm gonna do Mega Man 8 or not. Maybe I should, I don't know. That game's fun as hell. It's really pretty too. It sounds like one of the best fucking soundtracks I've heard in my life. I don't even like jazz. And yet it sounds amazing. Well, it's not jazz, it's just a major 7 chord doesn't jazz make, but it is a very different soundtrack compared to what we're used to in Mega Man. So now I have to go somewhere else, I guess. Can I get some air? No, screw you then, I'm reloading my state. And let's figure out where we have to go this time. Figure it out on your own to develop that bit in your brain that allows you to figure that kind of stuff out. Because you'll never get smarter if you just use other things to... Ah, look at this. I've never seen this before. I can jump over here. That sends me down. Now I'm moving to a new area. Now I can go down here and get some air. Oh, don't tell me that area was only used to get air. And an extra life. This is even is... Oh, it's just health. Because that's not very useful to me. I don't need that right now. I need to find forward progress. Maybe I have to go here? No, because that's where I came from. That's the problem. I can't tell the difference between forward and backwards in this game. I have a really hard time figuring out, like, is this where I came from? Is this where I'm going? Is this where I have to go? I don't know. I'm back to where I was. Maybe I have to attack... Oh, I was supposed to get stuck onto this thing and then climb. Maybe not. Maybe don't make it hurt you, because then you just don't want to interact with it ever again. Yet the game wants me to interact with it ever again. So I guess that's how... Okay, cool. This is definitely going to be the last level of the episode, which is unfortunate considering that it's only the second one. But you know what? I'm not going to arbitrarily stretch this out any longer because it took me a while to figure out what to do. I'm just going to... Fuck, stop falling off, you dick. I mean, I know, it's because I hit the jump button and that's what makes him react that way. Let's go back in one of those pods. Bye now. Crop circles. Doctor, you're... Ha. Ha 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 ha. It's funny, you see, because it's actually pronounced Uranus. But when you're 12 years old, you know, you call it Uranus. Ha ha, that's so fucking funny. Jump, jump. Jump. No, that wasn't meant to be condescending. That's actually just an observation that I've made. Although I do find it funny myself. I mean, like, come on, you can never what was it? You can never pass up a good that thing joke. Come on, just don't stop killing me, you asshole. I'm the main protagonist of this platform 3D platformer game, which is not a 2D platformer game. That means I have to die a lot because I don't know, why are 3D platformers so much inherently more difficult compared to... Actually, no, I find 2D platformers to be harder. 3D platformers are difficult to figure out what to do in, but actually doing it is then easy, right? Whereas 2D platformers are easy to figure out what you gotta do in them, but doing it is hard because there's a lot of obstacles and enemies, and the design is usually a lot more punishing. Because 2D platformers are a more tried and tested thing that's been happening for much longer than 3D, you know what I mean?
Slip of the tongue, baby.
Slip of the tongue, baby. I don't... Stop putting useless shit in here. I'm guessing this is another 2D platforming. I do like when the game basically pulls a Sonic, like a modern Sonic thing where it just has like these 2D sections. It's literally just a 2D section. Like there's no point in having the Z-axis at any point. So it actually makes more sense to keep it this way. I mean, can you even... imagine you can't rotate the camera. This is just a de facto 2D section in this 3D game, just like how you'd have in Sonic Unleashed and onwards, which is very strange because this was like a decade before Sonic Unleashed. And it's weird how 1998 feels so much farther than like the difference in time between 2008 and 2018, for example, right? Or 2015 and now, by the time you're seeing this video. Stop dying, fucking pussy. Just exist, please. God, that's a pretty cool Avenged Sevenfold instrumental. It's like the only time they actually sound like a progressive... Okay, they actually sound progressive quite often. Wait. Oh, dick, I saved over the fucking thing. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna catch you with the ending of the level because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm a walking Dutch oven.
it almost sounded like he said fuck, but no, I'm not sure about that. You can actually see his breath. That's cool. Okay, let's do a cut. Okay, turns out actually where I died wasn't too far from the end of the stage. So we're just going to go ahead and make our way over here. It's not going to be anything too... Well, there is something new here, as you can see. We do fortunately get ourselves a little safety net, and also we can make this alien's head explode. Oh, last time I hit him, his head went boom. What the fuck? Alright, and I think all we have to do now is just step up to this thing, and it should open. It opened last time. Why are you not opening now? Is it the recording curse again? No, it's not a real thing. I mean, it kind of is. It's just that there's no... Oh! That works. I'm just as shocked as you are. I have no idea what's happening. Every time I hit record, it's just like complete chaos. But, we did it, I think? Yeah, cool, we win. Awesome, that's great. That means we get to continue playing the video game. And that's good. That's it for Rocket Channel. We're going to be obviously going back to the stage next time, but that'll be next time. That'll be part 7 of Gex Enter the Gecko. We'll be doing more of that. We'll be going back to the volcano stage, and we'll be probably fighting some more bosses, and then we'll beat the game at some point, I guess. It's not a super long game, and then we'll see you guys with some other Let's Play. So I'll see you guys with part 7 of Gex Enter the Gecko.